Hello students, welcome back in your online classes. As we have already discussed in your last class all about verbs, and I said you that we will discuss line by line explanation from your book about the rest of the explanation. But I think that we can do in your Google Meet class. That will be more good to you. If you will see some examples of transitive and intransitive verbs in slides, then it will be understood to you in a better way. So transitive and intransitive verbs are the part of your verbs, and it is given in your book also. So let's get started and know more about verbs. So when you talk about a verb that does not make sense on its own, remember students, try to listen the sentence carefully. A verb that does not make sense on its own in a sentence requires an object. It is called a transitive verb. Let's see as an example. It's the book, the shelf holds the book. You can see carefully here that there is a subject, the shelf holds. Now what holds? You need an object here, and the book becomes your direct object. That is the reason holds. You can say that hold is a transitive verb. It's not an intransitive verb, because this subject needs this object to give you the meaning of the sentence. Hope it is understood to you. Now let's move forward. A verb that indicates complete action by itself in a sentence. A verb that indicates complete action by itself in a sentence does not require an object. It means without an object also it can give you the full meaning. It is called an intransitive verb. So let's see an example. And before we see as an example, there is one more thing you must see. Adverbs and prepositions usually follow intransitive verb. If there are adverbs or prepositions, they always used or usually followed by intransitive verb. And for example, if you can see as an example, intransitive verb, my sister cries. Now my sister cries itself, you have understood the meaning that my sister cries. If it loudly gives you more information about your verb, how she is crying loudly, so it becomes your adverb. So my sister cries also gives you the meaning, and my sister cries loudly, that also gives you the same meaning. So in this case, your verb cries becomes your intransitive verb. Hope it is understood to you. And when you check, a transitive verb is incomplete without a direct object. And try to understand students, transitive means you need an object. It is incomplete without a direct object. It means you always need an object to complete transitive verb. Whereas intransitive verb means no object. Intransitive verb makes complete sense without a direct object also. It means if you give object or don't give object, the meaning remains same. We watched. Now what we watched, you don't have any idea. It's an incomplete sentence, and your transitive verb watched need an object to give you more meaning. For example, we watched the movie. So the movie made this sentence complete. It means you need the movie over there to understand the meaning. So this is how watched becomes your transitive verb, as it's incomplete without direct object. Now I jumped. How I jumped? No need to explain. I jumped, it itself means it makes a complete sentence without direct object. I jumped in excitement. In is a preposition used here. So I jumped in excitement, or I jumped from where they have not given you. I jumped also gives you the same meaning. I jumped in excitement also gives you the same meaning. So this is how your transitive verbs are different from your intransitive verbs. Sometimes a transitive verb takes two objects. It's like you have already studied about direct object and indirect objects in your previous classes. Hope you are already aware about it. It can be reverse. It doesn't change the meaning of the sentence. For example, I lent my toys to my friends, or I lent my friends my toys. The meaning remains same, and direct object will remain same. This is how your direct object and indirect object, two objects can be used in a sentence. It will not change the meaning of your verb. and that is your transitive verbs. And if you the order, if you will see the order in both the sentences, the order is reversed, but by reversing the order also, your meaning is not going to be changed. Some words can be used in both ways. Now this you have to understand, bache, that there are some verbs which can be used in both the ways. So it can be used as a transitive verb also, it can be used as an intransitive verb also. For example, Ricky plays. What he plays? He plays football. So now football gives a complete meaning. Ricky plays football. But Ricky plays very well. Now very well is an adverb. How Ricky plays? He plays very well. So when you talk about adverb, Ricky plays is also the same meaning. Ricky plays very well also the same meaning. So this is how it becomes your intransitive verb. Hope students, transitive verb and intransitive verbs are clear in your mind. But still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in your classes also. So thank you so much students. Take care and be ready with your doubts.